Hey everybody, and welcome back to another edition here of The Fishing Teacher. I really appreciate you guys checking the video out. And today we're going to go over the three basic type of hooks you need for fishing. Now these hooks will be applicable for any species of fish. There's three basic styles. There are some variations within that style, but I'm going to go over the three basic categories of hooks and sort of let you know when you want to use one or each situation. So we'll get into it here. Okay, first of all, let's talk about the treble hook. Now guys, this is a treble hook here. You can see behind my hand here, it's got the treble hook actually has three hooks in one there. You've got three hooks, and then you've got your eye tie on the top there where you either tie it onto your line or you put it on a split ring if you're using some type of a lure. But guys, a treble hook is one of the most common hooks in any type of fishing out there. It's commonly used on like any type of hard bait and bass fishing, like crankbaits and jerk baits, swim baits, anything like that. Anything that moves through the water, usually has some type of a treble hook on it. And also a treble hook is a really good lure if you're catfishing, like with something soft, like with say liver or something like that. A lot of people use a treble hook. A lot of people use treble hook trout fishing. They put salmon eggs on it. But it's a really versatile hook. And the advantage of a treble hook is, since it has three different hooks in one, it gives you a lot more hooking potential, because when a fish comes up to bite it, instead of just having one hook, they've actually got three different barbs. Now there's different variations in treble hooks. They come in a lot different sizes, and they also have some different styles as far as the bend of the hook goes. This is what is commonly referred to as a round bend, and some of them you have what is called an O'Shaughnessy bend, which is a little bit looks a little bit different. But the round bend is primarily the most common form of treble hook out there. Now the next one you have is the straight shank hook. Guys, the straight shank hook, again, this is probably the most common hook that you have as far as outside of a treble hook. Straight shank hooks can be used for a wide variety of things. They're used for plastic worm fishing and bass fishing, different type of creature bait applications, a lot of different type of species like catfish, walleye, anything like that is really good for a straight shank hook, depending upon what you're trying to accomplish with it. Straight shank hook is the oldest hook style that there are. The Indians used to make these thousands of years ago, actually out of bone. Actually, you can make them out of wood too, but a straight shank hook is a very, very efficient hook for catching fish with. And the third one we'll cover is what's called an EWG, or an extra wide gap hook. Now, as you can see here, the extra wide gap hook, it looks a little bit different than a straight shank hook. And the application for the EWG hook is, see this little offset right here? This is designed for a plastic worm. And let me get you a plastic worm out here and I'll show you what I mean. But this is more of a specialty hook, specifically for things like plastic worms and soft plastic stick baits. So when you rig an EWG hook, see the little bend in it like that? You come all the way through the bend and then pull the hook. And by having that bend right there, it keeps your worm real straight on your plastic worm. And it's the same with like a soft plastic stick bait. So it's pretty user friendly. This is this is a pretty recent invention. The EWG hooks have been around probably 30 years or so, not as long as the straight shank hooks. But those are the three main types. Now, despite the fact, these are your three main type of hooks, there's also a ton of variations in hooks. You have hooks that are specialty hooks, like for certain type of fishing. Octopus hooks, you got little round bends, you got drop shot hooks, you got different wire diameters. There's dozens and dozens of different type of hook styles. But as far as just getting fishing, guys, when you're just getting started fishing, these are the only three that you really need: is the treble hook, a straight shank hook, and the EWG. And even to simplify it more, really you can get by with two. You can get by with it. If I was just wanted to keep things simple, I just have the treble hooks and the straight shank hooks. So anyway, that's just a little bit of rundown on hooks there. Hope it helped you guys have a little bit of understanding with it, and we'll tune in later. See you guys later.